In our first year that we did business, especially in Thomas, we revenued close to $2 million.
Huh? Hi guys, so you know running a business in Singapore is not easy. So today, I'm gonna meet someone. These people, they are not running one business, not two, but 3 businesses. So you want to know who? Let's find out.
Hi, I'm Khalil.
And I'm Marinah.
And we are the owner of two businesses in Singapore.
Hello, thank you so much Khalil, thank you Nana for joining me on this
Most
bus.
welcome.
Okay, so I wanted to know you are being so famous, right? So how many businesses do you own actually?
We used to own total of 3 businesses. First one being the Thomas.
Okay.
And second one being the Islamic VR. I'm sure you've seen it,
Yep,
right?
yep.
And the third one is the Sparks over here. Thomas, we already sold off the company.
So now
we
left with
sold
2
off. Left with 2.
Okay,
Yes, correct.
businessman termasyur. So now, what made you start running a business?
I was a regular in army for 15 years, but during that time, I always have this thought of running my own business and becoming my own boss. I cannot run my own business when I'm in army, nanti moonlighting kan.
confirm.
So I have to leave army and then pursue my dreams to run my own business and be my own boss.
No wonder I can see your sleek haircut. I see like those regular officer guys. Okay, so now, what are the challenges that you face running a businesses?
Running a few businesses
Yes.
is sustainability. So a business that is new in the market can become viral and hit whatever that you wanted it to be. But can you sustain that? Another thing that I feel is manpower pun. People would like to be in the aircon, selling shoes, watches. Tapi once you put them inside this hot environment, F&B environment, it's hard to find people also.
Pasar malam panas geng. Kat sini pun dah panas. Okay, so for you, how do you juggle multiple businesses and raising a kids?
It's not easy. From the start already, pasal anak-anak I masih kecil lagi.
Okay.
Jadi masa tu memang untuk I memang tak ada lah. Kira masa untuk I tu untuk tidur je. Other than that is bangun, settle kerja dan lepas tu balik, I have to macam run here and there just to get children your attention here and there. Susah sangat.
That means literally no off.
No?
No.
Okay, what or who inspire you to be who you are today?
Actually, it's my family lah. Anything that we do, it has to be family first. When you go back and look at your family, you want a better life for them and you want them to live comfortably. Of course, you need to work hard lah for them. The true inspiration for me is my family.
Oh, gang, family gang. Now, how much capital is needed to start a business in Singapore?
When we really first started, we only started with $2,000.
$2,000?
$2,000 only.
2,000 can make business bro.
Yes, can. When I about to leave army that time, I just gave her 2,000 and then I told her, start something online. Buy some stocks or whatever, then after that start selling. Businessmen will know, right? You need to roll your money. So it roll until it became Thomas, it became D-Ventures, the VR, and now Spark.
So now inside the bank got how many? Okay, so now what's your biggest profit?
Yeah, I will say revenue. In our first year that we did business, especially in Thomas, we revenued close to $2 million.
Huh?
Ni I tak pernah declare kat siapa-siapa tau. Korang eksklusif tau dapat this information.
2 million. Ada kosong. So now what is the biggest loss?
There are instances where we suffered some losses also. Like the VR, when we started, it was a hit. But after a while, maybe due to my marketing or some other things that happened, that didn't really take off. We suffered a few, maybe close to about 100,000 of loss.
Apalah, sangat 100,000, 2 million ada. Is it scary to run a business?
Yes. Because kalau you kerja dengan orang, you tahu at the end of the day, you tetap ada duit. Tapi kalau you run your own business, especially if you're a boss, you ada pekerja, anything happens to the business, it will affect the people below you. Jadi it's really scary.
Kalau tak berani, jangan masuk ni line bro. Okay, so from the two of you, what are the advice you have for the people who wanted to start a business?
Be brave, start and must believe in your product and also believe in recipe.
Jangan ikut cakap orang.
Nampak? Ada additional. Is there any last word for the audience?
First sekali kita nak cakap terima kasih to every single one of you yang support kita. Apapun event yang kita pergi, korang beli barang kita, korang tolong share kita punya live semua.
Also, our next event will be dekat Bukit Gombak, 1st of July sampai 20th July. If you have yet to try our Sparks, make yourself available, come down and try.
Speaking of Sparks, since we are here, I believe you have a booth here selling your Sparks. Gang, macam kita pergi tengok dia punya Sparks lah. So if you want, let's join me on my next episode of Biz Bus.